Так, а играть мы будем сегодня. Сегодня будем играть. Ну, м, Столько игр накопилось, которые не дошел до конца. Вообще. Ладно, давайте Disco Elysium. Так, погоди, как сохраняться? F5. Логично. Логично. Секретарь, журнал, шкафчик мыслей. Угу. Что это? Как это смотрится? Так. И вот за кого из них мне играть? Либо за мыслителя, который очень умный, но плохо общается. Либо за медиума. Сейчас я кота выпущу. Привет, Рики Топл. Я пошел кота выпускать. Я только запустился, а ты уже пришел. Это ж как бывает. Нафиг нужен кот? А ты... У тебя в жизни все так продумано, что все для чего-то нужны. Так. И всегда есть как тут. Кого же мне выбрать? Очень умного. Внутренняя империя, как звучит-то. Обаятельный, но неравновешенный. Наркоман, короче. Почему спортсмена? Разве физически взаимодействует с окружающим миром, использует свое тело? Мод. Что такое мод? А, моторика. Я так подозреваю, все остальные вывозят другими качественными. Почему? Почему мыслитель и моторика выше? Не понимаю. Ну, в смысле, реально. Ну да, я очень умный. Как меня бесит, когда надо делать выбор. Так, объективно говоря, скорее всего, все они, как это, уравновешенные в своем плане. То есть, каждый из них обладает полезными качествами. Поэтому на цифры, наверное, можно не смотреть особо. Просто выбрать, кому кто нравится. По тебе видно, а ты нет. Что нет? Я неуравновешенный? Ну, если это так кажется, продолжай так думать. Так. Нет, спортсмена, наверное, не хочу. Остается выбор между мыслителем и медиумом. Звать меня Игорь. Шутка, не шутка. В каждой шутке есть доля мишутки. Кстати, тут не очень шумит микрофон, а то я... Здесь вентилятор дует на него. Нормально, да? Ну ладно. Мыслитель. Да, сейчас, погоди, я сострою. Вспомню, как это правильно. Тест. Тест. Тра-та-та, тра-та-та. Не везем с собой. Тра-та-та. Не везем с собой-ка. Ты не должна. Сейчас тогда перепроверю на Твиче. Я думаю, если начну играть, то, наверное, музыка будет не такая громкая. Тра-та-та, тра-та-та. В лесу родилась елочка. В лесу она росла. Зимой там черная готичная была. Ну ладно, сойдет. Посмотрим. Если во время игры музыка будет слишком громкая, то тогда ладно, подправлю. Сейчас, по-моему... Медиум. Ладно. Не буду долго думать. Стоит по центру, значит он такой средненький. Как мы методом исключения выбрали. Демоны ярости живут в зеркалах. Они здесь как дома. Даже самый прозрачный... Может, ты прав. Прозрачной воде что-то там.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. Never.
Никогда ничего не делать.
Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby.
Baby. У меня очень богато.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. An awareness creeps up on you.
Какая-то фигня пока так. Капля осознанности. Где-то она периферия меркнет. Тебя окружает полмяса. Что?
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss.
Человек, который
Not
напился,
after all the damage you've suffered to get here.
Всякое такое.
Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Я как будто мыслителя выбрал. Я хочу сойти, люблю боль. А, жить это...
Really? You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into...
Fear.
Давайте что-нибудь более интеллектуальное.
You should ask what's out there first.
Успех? Чего? Это как ДНД-система, что ли? Что-то произошло, он кинул кубик и решил за меня, что у меня успех? А в чем успех?
Yes,
Я пока ничего не
your
понимаю.
one disco mother. There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And evil apes are juking it out on the ball.
Давайте уже игру запускать.
Infinitesimally small.
Бесконечно малый.
Infinitesimally small. Infinitesimally. You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you
Я не
picked up.
хочу в этой
Yes,
философии
it
участвовать. Ну,
is. And you drown. You lost.
ну хорошо, проиграл ты проиграл. Господи, какой-то лимбическая система какую-то чушь несет, а я типа должен... О! Ну, примерно так и думалось. Почему у него... Он... Я пытаюсь понять, на нем штаны, трусы. Или... А, это трусы такие. То есть он специально подбирал под цвет тела. А он модник. Пустая бутылка, очень жалко. Как. Кому-то, наверное, песня не понравилась. Ясненько. Что это у нас еще есть? Ага, здесь подсвечивается. Ботинок. Давай, это же так важно. Ты в носках? Окей. Квест «Собери одежду» называется. А, он сразу одевает. Ну, прям красавчик
You hear a
становится.
jingle.
Ух ты.
Keys are clinking in the pocket of your
В
flick.
кармане твоих
pants.
клишей. Что такое клише? Штаны так называются? Звенят ключи.
It says
Выудить.
whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it.
На
It should
кольце,
open the door.
на кольце брелка всего один ключ, цифра 1. Окей. Есть ключи, хорошо. Давай, вьетнамский синдром.
This fan
Ah.
has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific neck bore
Я думаю,
has
мне
it
нужен
been
галстук.
consigned there as punishment. You
Убери
feel as
вот
though
это
this
вот всё.
creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your
Слушай,
adventures together
я
in
каюсь,
this
я зря не
strange
послушался.
world.
Надо было брать, который сил вывозит. Эквилибристика, маленький шанс. А что будет, если все плохо?
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Я думал, меня лопастями ударят. Тебе откатывает чувство нарастающего отчаяния. Что, блядь?
This is bad.
А, урона
Feels
получил.
like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving
Причем здесь гравий?
for quite a long time.
Какой нахрен трется? Я
Still
камень уже
ongoing.
проглотил.
Now is a good. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in
Кстати.
cold sweat and trying not to move.
Кстати, я
Hoping
поставил
it will
правильную
keep you
категорию
from
свечи?
dying.
Нет, неправильно. Давай-ка поставим правильную категорию свечи. Так, вот, теперь получше будет. Почему? Умрешь, не умрешь.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact.
Я в курсе. Ладно, надеюсь, игра достаточно долго будет, чтобы я понял смысл всех их действий. Здоровье +1. Чего? Это мои качества или что? Ладно.
Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable.
Неприятный черточки.
The blades come squeaking to a halt.
А,
It should be easier to reach the tie now.
вот оно как.
Oh no, it's happening again. You didn't catch it, and now there's a numbness in your left arm. Plus,
Что с тобой,
half
ну,
your
не
chest.
так? Ну, в принципе, я выбрал... Да, у него моторика хуже всего.
It's even worse this time. Maybe you should stop. Still happening. Finally, the stabbing recedes. You could try doing it again to see how painful it gets. But you would probably die. The switch must be broken, because nothing happens. The air in the room is stopped.
Что происходит такое?
This
Давай еще
fan
раз.
has two or has it been consigned there
Ah,
as
всё.
punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend
Я не
and
могу совсем
wants to
галстуком
reattach itself
справиться.
to your neck so that you may continue.
Все плохо. Вино, пиво, ликер. Окей. Надеюсь, тебе хотя бы в тот момент было хорошо.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of
Яростная
masculine
маскулинность.
energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Вентиль экрана?
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand
Давай, только
towards
не
the
говори, что я
surface
снова
of the mirror.
ощущаю боль, мне плохо.
Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold,
Прям красавчик.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Лицо мое, нет?
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression?
Ригра мото.
Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your
Кстати, а
face,
на
and
стриме
now it
видно?
won't come off.
А, все загораживается, да? Ладно. Сейчас тогда будем подправлять. М. Сейчас все верну. Так, на 4 уже надо брать, наверное. Па-па-па-па-пам. Ну, вот так, наверное, лучше. Ладно.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Да какая тебе разница? Улыбка. Не знаю, рабочей стороной. Почему я что-то пытаюсь, какую-то эмоцию изобразить? Неописуемо. По-моему, это гримаса с намеком. Боюсь, это... Самочувствие. Некоторые вроде успешно. Зритель склонен чувствовать унылый лучший тираж. Это гримаса боли.
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a
Очень
cadaverous
смешно.
spasm.
Это
Getting
да.
clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
Хм. Это, оказывается, очень важно.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Там же написано, могу выбрать потом еще раз. Очки навыков на это тратятся. Ладно. Давайте изучим, что такое очки навыков. Как все интересно. Я тупой, это я вижу. Как много всего. Как много всего, блин. Здоровье вроде в порядке. Это зеркало
A mirror
такое.
hangs on the bathroom wall.
Не-не-не-не. Он так медленно ходит. Бегай давай.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face
Наконец-то.
outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from
То есть
pulling
он
the tool
снаружи.
back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Это интересно, это интересно. Балкон, значит. Давай, у тебя ключ есть. Угу. Так, это, по-моему, уже наружу. Сразу приосанился, как вышел. Как долго грузится все. Давай, с ботинком ты будешь неотразим. Найс. Что это значит?
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you
Ну,
right
хоть
now.
так. Самообладание. Что такое тогда? Загадочно. Какая-то немножко сложная пока игра для понимания. Но интересная.
Hello, officer.
Ну, черник. У нее так хреновая ватосная сорочка. И туфли.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Что происходит? Какой еще нафиг авторитет?
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for
Совсем
3
ничего не помню.
days. On official police business, no less. I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Зачем это?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Возможно, да.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib
Да уж, самый
remark.
критичненький.
Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
Что это такое? Почему мне что-то подсказывает? Что из этого получается? Почему лучше не подрывать свой авторитет?
A fondness for contradictory statements.
I'm sorry. I was being glib. I'm sure you're a great cop.
No, she's
Нет.
not. Reassert yourself by being flirtatious.
Ох,
The words have already left your mouth.
не получается. Я хочу с вами перечмокнуться. Как просто. Хорошо у него в 8 утра происходит желание.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again. Come on, man. Pretty, please.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again. Proudly.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cup are you? Okay,
Давай
that's cool.
мгновению.
Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit. I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Че-то мне будет тяжело.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Что было не ты? Кто-то убийца здесь, что ли?
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray. Light it up.
Не. Нафиг. Вру, мазафака. Так, вот это вот что? Это бьющий ключом фантазия, эмоции, предчувствия, бла-бла-бла. Видимо, измерение реально. Чего, блять? А можно отключить это? Внутренний мир одушевляет неодушевленное. Вы сможете разговаривать со своей одеждой. Этот разговор могут заменить ход расследования. И вас не упекут в психушку. Низкий уровень внутренней империи, вы будете напрочь лишены воображения. Авторитет, вот это что такое у меня возникало. Лидером авторитет может получить превосходство над остальными. Вы можете понять механизм борьбы за власть, а то я не понимаю. Будет требовать уважения. Даже намек на игнор станет поводом сломать пару коленей. Зачем? Однако с низким авторитетом вы вечно будете жертвой неловкости. Если наорете на подростков, они поднимут вас на смех. Ага. Типа, если хочу быть уверенным в разговорах, то мне это нужно. Понятно. А почему у меня здесь пятерка, но при этом из квадратиков 0, а тут 1? Что это значит? Коронный навык. Ясно. Когда я общаюсь, применяются эти навыки. Либо с собой общаюсь, либо с кем-то общаюсь. Там всякие авторитеты, эмпатии и прочее. У меня это высокое. Поэтому тут часто будет попадаться, что все хорошо. Физиология это скорее будет, когда будет драться. Хотя электрохимия, что это? Так, это наркоманство. Кайф. С низким уровнем электрохимии вы будете слишком невинны, чтобы от вас был толк. Вы не поймете городской жизни. Ясно. Я буду просто наивно найский юношей. Ясненько, понятненько. Я точно здесь все исследовал? Да. Пум-пум-пум-пум-пум-пум.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Suddenly, tremendous loneliness
Вот у
comes over
третьих
you.
хорошо было, да.
Everybody in the world is doing something
Начинается.
without you.
Можешь переиграть мне бич на внутренней империи. Хотя, наверное, без нее не получится. Она же не будет отключена, скорее всего. Блин, переиграть, что ли? Да, блин, я не могу всю игру быть медиумом. Пожалуй, я переиграю. Дальше же будет хуже же, правильно же? Заодно узнаю, чем отличается X. Буду Шерлоком Холмсом, а не каким-то наркоманом, который общается с зеркалами.
There is nothing. Only ever, never, ever, never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. An awareness creeps up on you. Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. Do you really? You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you... Yes. You're one. There's this giant ball there. And even infinite. You can't even make out it's a ball. Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. Yes, you did. You lost.
The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a complete...
Так, энциклопедия это интересно, да. Шути, вроде. Это что такое?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking. It says, whirling in rags. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast. Frequent...
Ну, без бредовых мыслей это выглядит более интересно.
A A mirror hangs above a bench. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays? Probably not. No.
Актуализация.
Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath. As you slowly reach your hand, behold, you have no idea who this thing is. Do you? It appears you're also dead. Please stop. It's horrible. You can't, can you? What does it even mean? What? You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaver. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Ну-кась.
Like the rest of you,
Да ёшкин
it
кот.
comes from a bad place, somewhere in the past.
Ладно, пока ставим это.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. The blades come squeak. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
О. Точно, у меня же высокая кулебристика. Я же умница.
You swoop up and catch the
Ура!
tie. Snap. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5.
Ну-ка, что мне дает? Внутренняя империя +1. Ну, я не хочу. Зачем мне это? Я ж только что-то от этого ушел.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window, a fine web of scarring covers, more likely a projectile than a held object. It is too large for a bullet, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your... The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Так. Тють-фруті, вроді. Я не понимаю, мне типа 2 здоровья осталось одно? Ну такой слабенький или что? А левая где? Он может обе ходить? Ладно, внутрь сначала войдем. Это слишком ярко. Хотя, кстати, попробую обе перетащить и попробовать их скрафтить из них. Может, в этом смысл? Почему это так странно? А, осколок. Что происходит? Как мне теперь с этим жить? Я не понимать.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than a silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
В общем, она любит в ночном городе вечеринки тусовать. Хорошо.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well rehearsed. You've been here for 3 days. On official, I couldn't say. In truth, so far, most.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Так, тут что-то новенькое. Положим отшибу, не помню никто, нигде, ничто, ни купли.
She nods.
Но мне не отшиба способность подмечать, когда кто-то не договаривает. Зачем он приехал? Какое дело расследую?
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
The words have already left your mouth.
Come on, man. Pretty goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate. I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
А, и это результат. То есть я по-другому поговорил, возможно, допрашивать было бы
And for the
проще.
record, no, I didn't do it.
Кстати, в этот раз напомню, сказал, что я хороший коп. Как бы вы не были, им оставайтесь.
Олег знакомый
Спасибо за
подписался
подписку.
на, подписался на.
Спасибо. Если это не глюка опять.
Леонид Гроховский подписался на,
По-моему,
подписался на.
Так. Не она участвовала в повешении, пока Бриана утверждает об этом. Хорошим копом она меня уже не называет. Ну и ладно, зато я умнику.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. Still no answer. Still nothing.
Неудивительно. Так, ладно, это на чем я остановился. Прежде чем перезапустил игру. Ну, давай стул. Включайся. Ну ладно. Я наблюдательный. А то чего?
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
Точно кубометраж моей души не ясен, запахвели.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can come through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song.
Никто не смеется
Whose
последний.
you would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is
Внутренняя
destroyed.
империя, короче, получается, срабатывает сейчас реже у меня, то есть спонтанные мысли. Но когда они срабатывают, они могут мне подсказать задание, за которое получил опыт. Но все равно. Да.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You
Это какое-то все загадочное. Ну ладно. Так, я стул. Ай. Переключу режим у него или как? Дома или как? Реально. Более удачную позу принять. Но зафет. О, И как мне с этим быть? Теперь понятно. Угу. Наблюдательность.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. Everything is cool between you and this guy.
Блин.
He's a big fan. Make some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coat. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola. The small steel tag says as much. The great skua. Stegosaurus skua.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Бу-бу-бу.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm...
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar
Вот оно
here,
как.
not me. She just, you know...
Что он? You know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Да блин. Да хорош. А если еще раз, кстати говоря.
No, I'm not the bar...
he's very animated all of a sudden.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. She just, you know...
His eyes dart from left to right.
Ого. Серьезненько. Ладно. По-моему, я больше сейчас на данном этапе жизни от него не выложу. Ну, я бы хотел прокачать навыки. Сок кому-то делают.
Hello, sweetie.
Не зайка, а Свити.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Ясно. Я должен с ним поговорить.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Где вы прямоугольники?
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Prison 57. You must be from the fort.
You realize
Того.
he's waiting for your name.
Ну,
Concentration makes you
Yeah.
squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire moving
Концептуализация.
on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
ну, что дальше? А. Что? А в чем смысл тогда был придумывания?
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you...
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have
Конечно, я был
been
занят.
otherwise occupied.
Риторика успех. Надо же.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are
Да,
finally
полиция,
here.
неизвестный
In full
полицейский.
force, I mean. Have you mapped
Какие
out the
вопросы?
initial interviews? Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after have you removed the dead body from the tree.
Так. Я ничего не сделал. Ну, типа.
So, the body, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Откуда он знает, что я им индустрии не сказал?
Losing your identification card is a serious matter.
Ой, ой, ой.
My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it.
У тебя за мной будут ходить? Так, ну то, что у меня куча заданий, нет, хорошо.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with...
The lieutenant nods. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Реакция.
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Ну, я не знаю. Сложно. Я не хочу с ней флиртовать.
I'm sorry if I was being overly familiar. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come...
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Вербовать. Вы похожи в кресле, айда покатаемся вместе. Не уверен, заметили ли вы, но я не знаю, где я и что делаю. Я вообще ничего не знаю. Это вербовка такая у него.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? Yes. We're in Martinez, on the coast of Revachol. Yes, and Revachol? How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says, speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should all...
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there. But now she...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Что это за экскурс в историческое время?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control. Under an alliance...
Meaning, buying is voting.
Рынок, рыночные отношения. А чем большая разница?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Rivershall, not in the traditional sense. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
She's scared now.
Сумрак.
She's
Что это?
realized you really are brain damaged.
Блять. Очень грустно.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you...
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be...
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height or a grenade explosion.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Nothing so glamorous, dear.
Что ж такое?
Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some fig. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream. That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Of course, dear. Good luck with...
Так, я понял, что надо просто больше осматривать. Чтобы у него в разговорах было больше вариантов. Так, что такое там было?
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a... It comes free with a six-pack of vermilion Roy d'Or.
А,
The
чего,
words
блин?
Roy d'Or
Подарок
are stamped into
упаковки
the
6
crown's
банок
plastic.
вермиллион. Что-то дорого. Руаткор, на кране напечатано.
The sentiment is called anti...
Жесть. Как жаль. Так, есть еще что-нибудь статическое?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself. Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that.
Я думаю, не
What
стоит.
happened, man? You used to be... Get your drink on and your act together. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Цветной пластиковый прямоугольник.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Возможно. А, это типа боевой дух не повышает.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
You fumble with the
Гаденький.
spring-loaded gate of the Carabiner, but to no avail. Like fucking sleigh bells. What are you doing? You're gonna get caught.
Как выбиться на ебаной зброї.
Stop finger fucking him, officer! I'm responsible for these oafs and their stuff. Even Sleepy there.
Ты пись бармен.
Yes, sure. A criminal.
To be honest, he's correct. Police officers generally don't go around.
It was just an
Nice.
idea. Come on, relax, everyone. It didn't turn out well. Doesn't mean it was a bad idea, or that you shouldn't.
Неприятненько. Когда у меня уж опыт накопится? Опыт 10 из 100. Это будет все равно мало. Понятно. Так. Это надо вечером петь или я могу сейчас? Пойду еще смотрю. У меня, похоже, дело не так много вариантов. Так, стоп. Давайте сначала труп снимем. Где бы он ни был. Игра интересненькая. Вот оно как.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Excuse me? Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't. Since the street sign's messed up? Oh, that.
Even all the way over here, there's a drop of death in the spring air.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, the harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast. Just coast. There's a little fishing village. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are no problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I'm working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to... Well,
Так.
as you already
Tруп
know,
А.
there's a corpse there, hanging...
Don't worry,
Логично.
miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you.
Псикак, псикак, псикак.
My head is about to...
Salts? Ammonium salts? Perhaps useful.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Перчаточки. О. Да. Он теперь некрасивый. Где там можно было карту глянуть? А, бессмысленно, да? Самый крепкий мужчина. Блин. Не хочу позориться, разговаривая с ними. Пяточки.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Я не буду красть. Денег не хватает, да?
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult. The tear machine
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like, you need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Doctor.
St. Baptiste, you know. St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it...
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit. A 7-Eleven grocery store. I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier.
The story goes that normal fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already
Bывает.
taken.
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got like fame.
Looks
Да,
like it also
покрепче.
has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Постучать по фото с целующих девушек. Так, это не важно, что это за полиция моды.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum, and her shoulders tense. She shuffles back only slightly. Bewilderment and
Чего?
repulsion meet
Блять.
her in
Да в
place.
смысле? Какое еще отвращение?
The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half.
You mean this? This is Pop Stars.
Looks like it also has something.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
И что мне теперь делать с этим?
No. I don't like it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
You mean
Нет, я
this?
хочу
This
добить.
is Pop Star.
Looks like it also has something called police.
Yeah, they're kind of boring, but you know. You mean this? This is Pop Star.
Looks like it also has something called.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Интересно. Вот ту реальность, в которой мы находимся.
I don't really know anything.
Не
I mean,
знаю, так
I
что
know
типа
it's
есть.
there, but I
Надо
haven't seen
заснять его.
it, so not really.
Не особо.
No. I didn't know him at all.
No.
I don't know
Неделю.
really I don't
No need to worry. It's just standard
Не
procedure
бесит,
for us to
лейтенант.
ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Ага.
Reality. You mean
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Физическое,
I
экономическое.
don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
Логично.
I don't know. What about it?
А, он это имеет в виду физическая реальность, я тоже не понял. Так. Ну,
I don't know. Look at the clock.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still.
какой
It's
смысл?
apparent the
Хотя, может,
clock
интересно.
doesn't work.
When ordinary people take over the government
Очень
and
интересно.
yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry,
Ой,
I
ой,
really
очень
need to
интересная
finish this
статья.
article. We're in Frit as mankind, or
What will her essay prompt be?
Какой была тема его пустого сочинения? Где мы в мире? Как человечество?
in a good place. I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big.
Компьютер это
I don't
мощный,
know.
да.
Cool.
О, я за что-то получил опыт? За то, что донял ее или что? Или я просил? Почему-то это не переключается. Какой смысл во всем этом? Эх. Бесит. Это же финальная вообще версия, по-моему, игры. Как они могли баг такой оставить? А там что у нас?
A colorful display of cigarettes. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in there. There, in that dark green glass. All in vain.
Мне нужно
The
все.
great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol. The beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both
Что она
alcohol and
говорит?
cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already
Опасно
know.
здоровье. Да, да, я не знал. Про такой взрослый дяденька не знает. Денег не хватает, да.
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says. The pale age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in, you know. I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Ладно, ладно, все, денег нету. Это просто магазин. Я пытаюсь улики найти. Как же мало опыта. Что? Что произошло? Я боюсь, не смогу его говорить, пока не буду. Перекос сидит. Так, это, наверное, будет драться со мной. Денежки! Филипп III, расточительный. Король, бла-бла-бла.
As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting that his own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy. Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber. Where he stored unfathomable, there were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait. You haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there, the original was blown apart by communards. Then further, most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
По-моему, просто ВК глючит. Могу я отключить его?
Валерий Белов подписался на...
Как убрать оповещение про БК? Ну, они мне бесят.
Дамир Лутфрахманов подписался на...
Сейчас я буду исправлять быстренько.
Аслан Богов подписался на... Дмитрий Сецкий подписался на... Куб Еврокуб подписался на...
Как же хочешь шахнуть няшного трапика в попку? Веселый у тебя поток фантазий. Так, ну как все? ВК починился, нет? Больше не будет? Ладно, потом посмотрю.
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically the
Хватит
statue is supposed to
энциклопедия мне.
capture the moment it was blown apart,
Да-да-да,
like
так.
an instant frozen in time. A rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating. People in Martinique. Those critics might have it wrong, though. Philip III,
О, я
the
получил опыт за
squanderer, however, with his
философию.
bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem
Я
concerned
не буду
about what
комментировать
the
это.
hoi
Так.
polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have
Я был бы рад
impacted the
этим
cuirass, around where the
опыту
heart
5
is.
очкам, но это
Bullets.
слишком мало.
Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for
Я
it.
думаю, что ты
Well,
сможешь.
Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the
Шутка.
statue is
Тут
recently
профессионал в стрельбе.
renovated, so maybe a joke?
Hmm.
Target practice or a political statement? Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot.
The king stands high above
Что он
you,
там в блокнот
surveying
написал?
the bay, mute and indifferent.
Юманокс. Так, руины. Белая майка. Интересно, если я надену, у меня будет больше грубой силы или что? Концептуализация. Ладно, оставим это на потом. Ух ты. Сколько денег.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you.
Дальнобойщица.
She nods along to something on the photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. No response. Wherever this woman is, your work.
Wait,
Почему?
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just...
Ах, он кайфобломщик. Что?
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. Not many people outside of Grad and Revachol West.
A Stashraiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His ban.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except they said it was an honor killing. Hussars.
Correction.
Ох, здесь бессмысленных
4,395.
рассуждений.
The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually... Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Бесит он меня. Так, ладно, давай-ка вернемся в ту сторону.
Before you stands a motor carriage. Vapor emanates from the large end. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio, a scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up, and the soft purr of electrical kittens.
This is Precinct 57. Hello,
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him up.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5,
The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop, and cops know.
10-4, message received, 10-5, 10-18, state your message, sir.
Удостоверение.
10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This
Очень
is a
серьезно.
very serious situation. Is it him? What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to repeat. What? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you?
It's Officer
Oh,
Dick
Dick
Mullen
Mullen.
from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his
Почему
badge.
так все?
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Что мне ответить? Что из этих ответов будет лучше?
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically. Oh goddamn it! Is he fucking kidding? The host? Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that
Mullen dicked us.
he's asking you to stop.
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick, what's going on?
Уроды.
Super Carpe lost. He lost his what?
His badge.
Да
He lost
хватит.
his goddamn fucking badge. Ten nine, come again. I didn't get that.
New heights even for captains.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost it. Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
Что-то все плохо, да? Я могу соврать.
Okay, it's gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun.
Ну давай,
Before
хоть...
you get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
Я могу остановить, мне это не нравится уже.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his phone.
Ask him to describe it.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
It's a single-shot kill A9.
Says it's a kill... armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his feet
Позор какой.
anymore. Dear God, he lost... This isn't...
Хватит, хватит ржать надо мной, дебилы тупые.
I'm not going to ask him. Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
The silence is almost...
That did not go well. I guess the important thing is that did we need anything else here?
A metallic drawer.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
It's robust, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pry bar, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long. You can do good work with these. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist?
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Fellatio, and you're listening to...
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off.
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right? Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Souped up motor carriage for one bad mama's boy. For heavy your foot.
Чё нет-то?
Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or... You would be too if you had this motor carriage. But seriously, let's quit joking around, alright? We have a case to investigate.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. The white suede feels luxurious under them. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Of course it's only in your head. The smell of freshly treated leather. I'm good. Cheer.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the sea. So strange. The machine is not. The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain in the cabin, you see a set of... As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now.
Так, в очередной раз прихожу к выводу, что надо искать вещи, потом уже действовать. Меня застали врасплох. Причем наверняка все вот это вот здесь где-нибудь поблизости. Скористый мужик, книги, розы. Ой, ой, у меня тут какое-то озарение, да? Да, да, очень классно. В смысле, текст сюда ушел? Так, Кипс может починить окно. Серьезно? Там красили, покрасили, бла-бла-бла. Теперь столько для жителей. О.
A sturdy metal door. The door rattles against you. The door rattles again. But this...
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No. Go check the backyard door. Maybe...
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame, I assure you.
There is no reply. Just...
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Это что такое? Непонятненько.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent.
The streets will not flow red with it.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't...
A brush? An artist? The red splatter is urban expressionism.
Урбанистический экспрессионизм.
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two. The woman on the boat.
That Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago. 2 days.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be... You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat. Can't you tell? I'm painting a I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti art? We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. This place is severely lacking. I thought I'd mix it. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come.
She means the opposite.
Ясно. Это было ясно и без риторики.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a no.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life. Watch your back, ungul.
Здесь. С наркоманом она, наверное, общалась бы более охотно. Так. А тут чего?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Это после разговора с Синди я стал лучше понимать.
You have no clue. So many walls.
Ага. Так, как сюда пройти? Заеби его. У них там веселье, я смотрю.
Trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Да.
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare.
Так, как туда пробраться-то, а? Да должен же как-то открываться этот путь. Бомжовая шапка. Ю. Да попасть. Это восхитительно, но я должен туда попасть сначала, мне кажется. Иначе без осмотра все и так бессмысленно. Ой. Вернусь. Так, я вернулся. Ну, пусть что-то написано. Вещества может понимать, инструменты можно. Время проходит, когда выбираете новые варианты диалогов. Читайте книги. Задания. Повышайте здоровье очки наука. Угу. Угу. Забывать старые мысли. Угу. Так, это понял. Не-не-не-не.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
А где активный? А, вот она как. Убрать.
It's been a week and now they show up?
Контейнеры. Контейнеры.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the...
me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books?
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more you see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains room. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtain.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here.
Talking is always good. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you.
Давай говорить, что ты мне скажешь.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. I already told you, it's just a storage room for Just let it go, officer.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is... Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtain.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin, and bankruptcy. Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later... There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. The wards help to keep the doom at bay. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism.
Wow. Void raves. You...
Oh, this? No, it's a there are numerous spells cast through...
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like...
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with...
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Парадетектив из старинного рода
You're no
парадетективов.
para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're...
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
How do you know?
Ты уже гений, черт возьми.
Here we go.
Ну-ка, имей привлечь давайте береги, у них живет счет семейной кровь. А что мне на это отвечать-то?
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere but I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't... If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The end...
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch,
Ведьма,
probably.
так.
I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite...
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a bright...
The woman before you scans the store. Her shoulders.
Давайте все изучим.
These shelves are over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spy.
Да неинтересно мне это рассматривать. Потом как-нибудь.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of the north coast of a verdant island is shattered. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Coudon. It's somewhere. You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City. This large map, Ozon, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. You can. 850 million people live on these The ocean breaks apart connections to other worlds. Words you have little idea what they are. Perhaps they are gods. It's not really still, it's detailed. Could...
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Так, а я могу? Нет, надо купить.
That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was, from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap.
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Это да. Ну.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to approach. Your finger moves through the various streets, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently.
Так, сейчас-то я умею понимать, где я нахожусь. Да. И где я нахожусь?
This bookstore is not strictly about amidst the various. These three things are the point of the book, and many others. It serves platitude, wholeness, unity. When it's up to your mind to heal you. The book features. There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraise tradition of using duck gallbladder, preserve it.
Hum, I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers.
Ну, могу я войти наконец-то.
You see a set of tattered curtains. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash.
Oh!
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold.
Detective, you're the one in charge.
И что? Да у тебя больше сил. Тебе не жалко.
A barbell lies on it. 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world there are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Легендарно.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't.
Логично. Логично. Тут все выглядит небезопасно. Че это?
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Sounds good.
куда дальше-то идти? А-а-а.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types, translucent Welkins. You should adopt one of those Welkins as your... One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin. His face, the Haldor, the Twarg, the human.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Yeah.
Just look at those details. So much.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy lands. Entire oceans have been frozen from... You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers. Boreal Dvorg, albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its own way. Like eggnog. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic... It looks a bit like an academic calendar. Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for men as time goes on.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner. The handwriting is only partly legible. The full text reads, "Heat death." This old fireplace, the whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very history classes, students with their textbooks open. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7,
Озвучки.
UKV
Сейчас проверим. Мне казалось, тут все русское. Язык русский. Сейчас посмотрим. Режим озвучки полный. Детективы, что это такое? По-моему, это все настройки, которые есть.
to 3.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins
Тут
and capillaries.
столько текста, что-то
Very advanced.
сомнительно, что это прямо озвучивали. Хотя сейчас погуглю. Может быть, есть какой-то отдельный файл, который можно скачать. Так, это называется Disco Elysium. Русская озвучка. По-моему, нет. Только английская нету. Так.
You think so? They must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap. Someone very a
Ну да,
conductor
читать
for
всё
the
это тяжело.
hundreds of whoever decides a list of names under the stations
Я просто
suggests
тыкаю,
there's
надежда на то,
no
что
way
будет
a
какой-то опыт,
little basement studio
знание.
working.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was...
Nothing. It's just like...
Чё так мало очков опыта?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube.
A radio computer.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave
Вообще-то
it
денег
behind?
стоит. Так.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never read.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hat, nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in it. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the play.
Пленки нет.
It's empty, like a beehive with...
This is where the memory should go.
Ясно. Так, отключить не могу.
Tiles on the cube are still...
Вроде не шумит.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Я еще думать должен. Охренели вообще. Что, по-вашему, тут делает компьютер, доска и камин? Кто-то пытается узнать проклятие с помощью технологии, похоже, секретную операцию контрразведки. Всего лишь чина обокрасить фирму. Вопрос только в том, что за хрень тут не производили.
Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it,
ну да.
make it work on radio computers.
Да? Ой, кстати, я не поздоровался, подон. Stranger with the house.
Through call-in stations. None of the players have
Меня
to be physically
обычно очень мало
present.
людей смотрит.
Anyone in the world can participate in the
Ну,
game,
потому что я
as long
часов
as they have
2
a two-way
стримлю.
radio.
Так что вот.
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on a small call-in station.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Наверное, для стрима эта игра немножко занудная. Так.
Not to my knowledge.
Not in Revachol West.
But I don't think anyone has attempted. Indeed.
Я ленюсь читать
No
всё это дело.
idea.
Тык.
They stopped filling out this. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but it's too late for that. Okay, let's keep moving.
Лабиринт какой. Денежки. Холодильник медведя.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment. The bear looks oddly realistic. The lieutenant doesn't answer. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you
Так,
see
пустые
are crumpled
полки,
ice cream
нет
wrappers
упаковки
with the
мороженое,
brand name, Revachol
записка.
Ice City. A handwritten note. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate... What is even worse, the bear is still...
The fridge buzzes with...
Да, я только сегодня начал не играть. Я думал, она более динамическая, что ли. А тут как-то тексты, тексты, тексты. Я не очень понимаю концепцию, то есть...
coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
И, то есть я понимаю, надо много тыкать, и от моих навыков зависит, сколько у меня будет вариантов, и чем больше вариантов перетыкаю, тем больше у меня будет знаний и опыта, и потихонечку я пойму, в чем дело. Но это немножко странно, что... Ну окей. Может, мне просто стало, что не очень хорошая память, мне все эти тексты читать будет сложно, чтобы вспомнить, с какой там старушкой разговаривал, что про это узнал. Все как-то очень загадочно. Эх, ладно, наверное, надо просто втянуться. Странный котел. Толстый слой сажи покрывает котел, окрашивая его непроглядный черный цвет. Котел. Ну, котел. И много вариантов.
Looks like it. No one has used it in it.
It's dark. The echo is so prominent.
What are you doing?
Что вы делаете?
Wait, really? We should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Окей, через котел можешь слушать. Крикнуть котел.
You muster all your strength and yell. You're dehydrated. The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. Then again, maybe it's worth...
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later. You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected, but...
Always has to be the skeptic, this man. A lush layer of coal. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for a hollow ring goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Ну, это ДНД очень закрученное.
You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure.
В смысле?
It's spreading to your left arm. No. It's many years of combined self-neglect. All you feel is pain and...
Ну что это? Серьезно?
Final heart
Блин,
attack.
я пнул котел умер.
Of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death,
Господи, до чего же
did
тупо.
not come as a surprise to those.
Очень продуманная ситуация. Ну вот это весело. Ну у меня хотя бы было 2 очка здоровья. Как так получилось?
This old fire, the whole thing resembles.
Ладно, шанс не про игру, а про все в общем. Жить? Ну, не, живу на свете давно. Простримить? А, ты удивляешься, почему у меня так мало смотрящих. Сейчас, погоди, прожую. Где-то года 1,5 назад. Но я... в основном для себя, то есть я не гонюсь. Иногда появляются интересные люди. Что жить хочешь? Скажем так, да, когда начал стримить, были, конечно, мысли о том, что было здорово, там, что куча было подписчиков, много смотрели меня, всякое такое. Но вообще желаний было много. В конце концов, я понял, что я немножко не очень харизматичный, может быть, немножко ленивый. Поэтому завоевывать внимание большой публики это не совсем не то, что просто мне дается, но как бы я не сильно стараюсь. Есть какие-то мысли, идеи, как это делать? Но сейчас пока не до этого, не знаю. Но я, в принципе, доволен, потому что за эти 1,5 года, что я стримил, периодически появлялись интересные люди. Чё не тыкается? С которыми было приятно поразговаривать. Я как-то, не знаю, может быть, стал более четче разговаривать. Как-то больше опыта, знаний появилось. Не знаю, как сказать. В общем, я не жалею. Ну вставай, давай. Вот, конечно, жрать в 1,5 часа ночи. Я бы тоже
Looks
хотел
like
поесть.
someone tried to reconceptualize their
Но это не
business
очень
here.
полезно считается. Кто-то пытался поменять концепцию своего предприятия. Чего?
The skis and rotorblades both bear the same slipstream. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless.
Да. А, вот. Там записка по РПГ разработку. Черт, тут очень холодильник не валил, получается. Давай слазим еще раз. По-быстрому.
You see, the bear looks odd. The lieutenant doesn't. A gust of fruit. The lieutenant takes.
Of course. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see, you pocket the note. A friendly card. The paper still smells.
Good question. I know. What is even worse?
The fridge buzzes.
Я себе представляю, как бы это озвучивали. Задолбались бы, наверное. Пам-пара-пам-пам. Машина производства мороженого. Это что такое? Здесь есть дверь. Ну... Что мне с этим делать?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Посветить, наверное, лучше сначала.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to... Sure. Okay, here's some more rifles. None of these... An old Belmagrave rifle. That's rare to find in such good order. It's yours, officer. You found this place.
Oh. Хорошо.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in mat.
Винтовка. Я не хотел бы закрашивать бы, потому что я вроде пошурудил, а вдруг я забуду. Буду рано прибегать и думать, осматриваю я эту хрень или нет. Я не очень люблю ТНДшные игры, где слишком много вариантов. Прошло, хоть тут вероятности за меня просчитывает. Так бы я замучился. Да блин, я не хотел ходить, вообще не похож на дверь. Я хотел котел пнуть. Котел посмотреть. Ну ладно. Я вышел. И где я нахожусь? Пацан.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid,
Дети бывают
then
уродливые,
this is
вот
it.
я самый подходящий
He's
образец.
almost exquisite in his ugliness.
Гребен. Шаверма? О, да. А где-то читал, или кто-то мне сказал, что шаверма считается диетическим продуктом. Типа в ней не так много калорий. Ах, шаверма. Ну, надеюсь, кто-нибудь из нас купит шаверму в ближайшее время и скушает ее. Куна Под чего-то кричит девочка из забора. Девочка? Она девочка?
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Трупы закидывают в хер.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating
Интеллект
profusely.
просто
His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching
Пацан
as
реально
if trying
потеет,
to
его
break
глаза,
free
как
from
две
the
маленькие
empire
черные
of
дыры, а
his
челюсть
body.
дергается, он пытается высвободить из закол своего тела. Эх.
The kid is obviously high.
Упорот.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouth!
Shit himself.
Да уж.
The rake, Kuno!
Да, да и у них тексты, которые они произносят,
Throw the rake at him, Kuno!
туповатые.
Fuck, does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
Он сообразительный.
Fuck no!
Fast.
Я не то нажал.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
У них какой-то пунктик на вот это вот все.
We shouldn't do anything. I
Никогда
don't
играть с
tempt
такими
that
силами.
you will see.
The language these kids are using. Pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with
Мне
those
не хватает навыков.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Так, сейчас тебе нужно быстро найти ему вопросы. Настоящий полицейский вопрос как полицейский.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
Это Кунов ебли раб.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or...
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp sign.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You wanna know where Kuno was?
Don't tell him that, Kuno!
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno. Name? That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about...
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost,
Kuno's Kuno.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly, the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Yeah? Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a banger.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Красивый, конечно. Полицейский только этим занимается. А, я откуда? Я из Москвы. Я москвич.
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the sh...
Yeah, that's right! Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy!
The corpse looks at you. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists its neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Стойкость у меня, конечно, да.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow!
Так, я, короче, не справлюсь, получается, с тошнотой. Забраться, да?
there are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Ну,
Maybe more than
дурак.
12. No. 8
8
pairs
пар
of boots
ботинок.
have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toe. 2. Standard work boot. 3. Hobnailed work. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45, or you don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart. 5. Another standard work boot. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even paint. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. 8. And yet another standard work boot.
How many?
400 минут.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Хе, лошара.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything at 200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say,
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Это мог быть великан. Это может человек сохранить степень ожирения.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Что why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Так, почему?
You have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see? Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not... Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
У водителей подошва стирается быстрее. Ну, в 51 году, может быть.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
Нет. Блин, ну по правилам Твича я стримлю и на Twitch, и на YouTube. То есть на YouTube, может быть, это прокатит, на Твиче меня сразу же, ну, не забанят. Я не знаю. Предупреждение кинут. Погоди, сейчас пытаюсь вспомнить. Нет, на YouTube мне прилетит, скорее всего, ну, такое легкое предупреждение и заблокируют видео. А на Твиче, в принципе, это на самом деле не карается, но там в правилах написано. То есть по-хорошему могут. Я вижу, некоторые на Твиче стримят всякие опасные штучки. Но это противоправильно. Я не хочу, скажем так, рисковать. Да и не часто смотрю аниме. В основном мангу читаю. Мне что-то перестала нравиться озвучка последних аниме. Она какая-то стала примитивной, что ли. Я вспоминаю, вот как раньше вот в Ранме, как звали это, Маяцуши, фиг его знает. В общем, голоса мне раньше нравились больше, чем сейчас. Сейчас они какие-то все немножко однообразные стали. Так, какого недели, какая сильнее.
It is not impossible.
Что читаю? Ну, мангу я смотрю... Сейчас забыл, как называется. Что-то там... Расскажу. Сейчас мангу, которую читаю... А, «Пик боевых искусств». У нее достаточно примитивная рисовка. Но там много этих... страниц. Субтитры никто не отменял. Так к чему это? Потому что мне голоса не нравятся? Нет, я не перевод. Перевод понятный, я не особо... Я не... То есть иногда, да, бывает хороший русский перевод, но я предпочитаю смотреть в оригинальной озвучке. Ну, даже так... Как бы правильно сказать-то? Чаще всего русская озвучка отвратительная. Оригинальная озвучка лучше. Раньше она мне прям нравилась хорошая, сейчас в последнее время она плохо мне нравится. Я предпочитаю поэтому вообще не смотреть. Некоторые смотрю иногда изредка, но... Я не часто смотрю аниме, потому что я сейчас пытаюсь учить английский. Чтобы учить английский, лучше всего подходит смотреть английские, соответственно, сериалы, фильмы, мультфильмы и прочее. Наверное, в основном поэтому.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Ravachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before...
Correct again.
Ясно.
Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the...
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction.
Indeed. They all stood in a row. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is... The lieutenant's eyes narrow.
Either way. What else?
Та-та-та-там. А что здесь у нас? Деньги. Механизм.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of
Под этими
Eternite.
панелями
That's why they're too
спрятана секретная дверь. А так бы они сдвинул, да?
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Сюпать.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Пустая упаковка. Свиная голова какая-то.
Be still, my beating heart. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Проверить, как он относится к употреблению. Я слышу, витамины могут помочь по-настоящему проявлять свои детективные способности. А ты по-настоящему проявляешь свои детективные способности?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial hub.
Какой-то проход. Блин, я столько играю, а опыта до сих пор не накоплю достаточно. Да? Так ведь? Ну я близок. Блин. Когда ты сейчас будешь тут? А я каждый день стримлю. Ну, то есть, в прошлом году я стримил каждый день. В этом году стримлю, наверное, через день. Но сейчас я буду чаще этим делать. Во-первых, потому что я уволился. То есть я 15 лет проработал программистом. Сейчас решил немножко отдохнуть. Поэтому у меня становится немножко больше времени. Отдохну, потом поищу другую работу. А пока смогу чуть больше играть.
When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
В последнее время я стримил где-то в 2 часа ночи, но я сейчас пытаюсь справиться, поэтому буду начинать где-то в 11. Поэтому, скорее всего, завтра я буду где-то в 10, в 11, может в полночь, но надеюсь, не в 2. По плащам можно поднять белый прямоугольник на спине. Полицейский, что ли?
Yes, it's probably yours. It
Oh,
bears
это
the
мой плащ?
RCM insignia, and you
Нифига
have
себе.
a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Блин. Маленький шанс. Как я могу эквилибристику повысить? Где все это? Штаны не мешают, да? Здесь нет штаны. Буду прыгать без штанов. Еще раз.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings
шанс
is still
повыше стали.
caught on the railing.
И что это значит? Все плохо? Лошара!
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not...
Нет, нет, так неинтересно. Хочу еще раз. Никак не могу по-другому повысить свою эквилибристику. А, это бонусы. Никак.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Почему? Может быть, специально сделали так, что шансы все время остаются постоянными? Это, конечно, не очень хороший способ игры. Но кому какое дело?
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is
Ура.
still caught on the railing.
Давай, покажи, какой ты крутой.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your
Ты
senses.
прыгаешь, обжигающий, быстрее стоит чувство. Закрыть глаза, продолжай сквозь.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you...
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor.
Так, а он не мог туда просто... Я не понимаю, ну да ладно. О, прям много бонусов. Ну, очень хорошая штука, я смотрю. Да. То есть либо блейзер, либо плащ. Ну, плащ лучше. Отпечаток огромной задницы на подушке и кофейной следы от кружки на подоконнике. На подлокотнике. Может, реально 200-килограммовый человек здесь жил?
On second glance, someone...
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside, hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of... and the same materials being handed over to companies. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. The drawer slides.
Краткое описание инфраматериализма. Ну что ж.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late king because white antlers are one of to your disappointment there aren't any full-color pictures to dark after rifling the magazine is divided into several sections, comrade, as you but like the structures of capitalist. So please, if you value our radical Mizovian perspective on contemporary politics.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office.
You flip back to the front. This section, you also... Whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Медвежья борьба.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and according to this extremely credulous account, based on the Sapormat Sport Gelazins. It's quite strict according to the... That's very much the idea. President Kaczynski has long maintained that a strong...
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask? They're quite the spectacle, as I understand. On account of the blood.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. It takes a moment, but... As you leaf through the main feature, the tip-top tourney, is, and this so-called art, you think you're settling instead. Where to
Игра
even start, so all of it,
Я не хочу я все это читать и осознавать.
Oddly enough, there's no way. Have you ever met anyone under capitalism? Thus, and that precise, at the end of the day, it's the destruction of... Sure, that's because you haven't.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind? A certain kind... If I had to wager...
You flip back to the front of... Unsurprisingly, you skim the headline. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants. Simply, according to it goes on, you flip back to the front of the magazine.
А, я еще это не читал.
The note is written.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Ну, выглядит как то, что надо, что-то. Безграмотный рыжий шкет продолжает таскать вещи из студии. Короче, на паренька, наверное, чтобы попросить.
You'll find the filament memory with the
Вот здесь
offside
Улика
copy
так.
in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a
Холодильник надо
freezer.
поискать будет еще
Take
раз.
care.
Окей.
Suliswaf.
It belongs inside a radio computer.
It's like the production schedule
Ага.
you found.
Хрень, которую можно
Only this
воспроизвести.
one's an off-site copy.
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed. Someone who won't...
Which is to say...
I don't know. I assume...
Didn't you see one right next to the break?
Так, давай-ка посмотрим.
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. Oh, yeah, like a horse. A worker. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil.
Почему меня
You
хвалит
didn't
мое
make it that
подсознание?
way,
Что
and you
это?
won't let... A little. You make money. It
Делай
ain't
деньги.
easy,
Да,
but you do it. Day in, sure. And are you rich? Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost boo-hoo. The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating... That's right. 100... Our tax is almost non-existent in the Gotham estate. That is Revachol. You and I both. 98% of all your money. Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming.
Интересное кино. Что это такое? Я смог себе создать новую мысль. -2 к чему, блин? К эмпатии. Сейчас. Чего? То есть я могу это усвоить, чтобы у меня был -2 к эмпатии? И что это мне это даст? Я не понимаю. Зачем мне эта мысль? Стоп. А, так можно было? Ну ладно, по ходу дела имеет смысл повышать и значение, как только я проигрываю какой-нибудь этой хренотени, то потом и повысить.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. And the unlocked drawer. Look how blurry all the lines. The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are.
Так, надо глянуть,
How
может, я что-то
unwieldy.
влияет на мою силу воли?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. The drawer slides.
Сила воли. Нет таких.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
Тут два варианта. Либо я, короче, смиряюсь с тем, что мне не получается, и потом, когда прокачиваю, возвращаюсь, либо вкладываю очко на то, чтобы прокачаться, либо с сохранениями морочусь. Пока выглядит перспективно морочиться с
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
А, блин. Странная логика игры.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides out to greet you. Look how blurry.
Причем этих вариантов так много, то, что мы уже прокачиваем, что тяжело решиться что-то прокачать. Они все нужны. А что имеет смысл прокачивать свои недостатки?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, it appears to be a to-do list written in large, remember Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note...
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have...
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. Remember Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. The drawer slides.
Борщ.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the sides. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger...
Я не уверен, что игру буду играть потом. Она занудная. Если тут были какие-то инфернальные шутки. Кстати, я сохранил до того, как прочитал.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry all...
Я лошара, надо было сохранить.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
28%. Это значит, что каждый четвертый. То есть мне еще 2 раза попробовать и должно сработать, по идее. Что же прокачивать, если я могу с хранением пользоваться?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
Еще раз.
The file cabinet stands steady as. Look how blurry.
Еще раз.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
Да почему, блин. Большинство людей ложат спать после 21. Какой странный город.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
Да, блин. Чем 1-1? Раз не написано, что это вот успех. Да.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
Блин. Здесь до утра буду сидеть или что? Почему не сохранил? Кстати, есть горячее кое-что восстановление? Было бы удобно.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
Так. Нет, не похоже.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
Да, блин. Какие-то странные 28%. По идее, должно было уже повести.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. And the unlock. Look how blurry. All.
По-моему, здесь как-то неправильно прописали. Если бы там было написано 1%, я бы, конечно же, качал очко. 28, мне казалось, должно хватать на такой вот.
The file cabinet stands steady
Вот
as
что не
ever.
так?
And the unlocked drawer slides out to greet you.
6-6, успех. 28%.
Whatever's hidden
Вот.
here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background. It appears to be at. Remember, Leo, Everard. All items on the list.
Everard Claire.
The special borscht. See, remember, Leo, all items on the list. The drawer, the slide.
Все. Сохранить. Теперь вот это.
An imposing The machine swallows your coin. And
Ну,
seems the
58.
fingers run over the dial pad. 005.
005. Это код Ревошола.
That's the dialing code for Revachol. Calling. Calling. Still calling.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy. How may I help you?
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as infusing.
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy.
Что он сказал? Что значит для меня?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here. No.
Какие дурацкие вопросы?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
The call is terminated by the other.
Да. Ну что ж, здесь я закончу. А как повысить опыт? Надо сейчас посмотреть. Может быть, надо прокачать что-то? Тогда... Как это вообще происходит? 100 очков требуется для повышения навыка. А, и это постоянное. Хорошо. Тогда как повысить это? Это ведь интеллект должен быть. Нет? Высокий уровень логики позволит нам решать даже самые запутанные головоломки. Бла-бла-бла. Но я становлюсь уязвим для лести. Да, учить пришлось на детали точно. Да. Так, авторитет. Высоких требует уважения. А, это я читал уже. С этим у меня все в порядке. Ну, похоже, опыт мне ничего не повысит. Жалко. Куда я ему вывернулся? Что ж, придется идти так. Сигареты, пустые бутылки.
This is the night watchman's booth. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty...
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulous. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair.
Why did you take that? Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
This is the night watchman's booth. The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached. The drawers are empty. save for old timesheets and receipts. One small...
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
You take the painkillers. They are yours now. Oh boy, where to start? Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else. The imagined dazzle of light. You stand and exit the booth.
Диском я спас. Отлично.
Stands tall, proud, erect, and still. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Ну хватит уже. Окей, он сейчас остановится. Как же долго. Ну все, он опустился. Хватит уж.
And with a surprisingly, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again. Now that moving this container, of course.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit.
Before you stands a cargo container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again? You do? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? You just picked one out because you wanted to We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to...
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. You're back before the...
Ну ладно, потом. Как отсюда выйти-то, блин?
Container, I'll turn you.
The lyrics to this container, the accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice.
Container, used to Evra. I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
Вы же не из деканосетчиков, антистатичников.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh yes, or the people say us...
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Какой смысл в моей великой логике, если он все не срабатывает? Однако я понял. Надо больше качать такие вот диалоговые вещи, потому что ими сложнее.
You're back before the card.
Наверное. Так, я совсем ничего не могу сделать. А если так? Сумраку. Кстати, сумрак, что это? Я так и не понял. Если не будет Сокеру, не настроюсь на волну окружающего мира. Все, постоянно страх, вы будете вздрагивать, бла-бла-бла. На низком уровне вам будет не хватать инстинкта самосохранения. Бесит навыки, которые еще имеют минусы. Туповат немножко.
The lyrics to the accent is
Container. Everett, I see you are not a union man. I mean, just some of the other. Oh, yes. People say us Ubi.
Thank you for...
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them.
the containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo it's like some red infection was spreading. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the debuff.
No, not really. Miss Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals.
Химикаты.
Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Химикаты.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, most of the... We're on a strike.
So no one is...
Not Everett, but Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everett's... Oh, I'm not... Him and his boys stirred up... I guess the boys got a bit...
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow. Too late. Leo's mouth is still moved. Now he's talking about some...
Yes, I'm like Mr. Actually...
Who is this?
A real pretty... But I can't listen to the radio all... Oh, Lizzie...
He respects that word.
But she's a real nice... If me missus and me was doctorly, mate...
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Buford. Interesting.
Yes, this place really seems to run like...
Well, thanks a lot. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I... Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes. Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the... It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm. Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in... Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do.
He didn't actually understand what you meant. And now he's just nodding along.
Bye-bye now.
Так. Сохранишь тогда. Или нет? В смысле? Я ж не договорил. Мне не нравится это.
Mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Sure, mister. Absolutely. Oh, that one.
Told you.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully... Guys like Mr. Everett... Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is.
Они хотя бы закрашивали, что я все про него спросил, что хотел. Тоже непонятно ни хрена. Лабиринты. Мужик.
Before you is a with great effort. He straightens him.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsura. I'm Everard. I'd offer you my hand.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously...
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with... I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not... Should you find yourself more amenable in the future...
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men... So tell me, how can
the chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Серьезно?
It's
Я не умру от того, что стул неудобный.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception. This should take care of that. It should be sufficient.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Так, что, почему? Некий оказал независимый теплый прием, который... Да-да-да-да-да, вот это больше прижим. Указан на необычный чек на столе, он просто не смешно огромный. Я даже хотите, чтобы на несколько дней покрыть ваши расходы и разрешить недоумение управляющим. Берите.
Yes, I know, Locke.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No hand. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing...
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Черт, из того, что на стуле сижу, все плохо.
Who does this guy think you are? Ronnie the rookie? You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him. The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair than one. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters. Why, thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman.
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, detective?
Somehow you managed to get yourself out of this one. Whatever you do, don't ask him about the gun first. You don't want him thinking you're scared.
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age... You did look... Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get... Of course, let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic...
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game...
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a...
Words flow like a river of honey. I guess word has already reached him. It's just a brown folder. You can't make...
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are...
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first. As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very...
That means he doesn't really know anything. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union.
Так, я просто хочу сохраниться. А то там много коварных таких моментов.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a...
Smooth talking? Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady, you know what? Don't even tell me.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just cut...
Yes, that sounds good.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Harry, I'm a very busy man and more
You want to send someone a message that the police...
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside... Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. A loud blabbering weasel. When just go there, unlock the door and leave... Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes... Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's... You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. Yes, your lost gun. Your gun will be found, Harry.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
See you soon,
Так, еще раз про
Mr.
пистолет.
Dubois. Yes, yes. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. Yes, yes. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale.
Вероятно, надо больше подтвердить, что все это не он. На этом все. Ну, ладушки. Как двигаться-то вообще? Как отсюда уйти? А, вот. Так, а что им скажет? Много.
Oh, hey, mister.
Нет.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened
А я могу?
since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Убеди дверь открыться. Смешно.
A rusting control panel with
А. Интересно, я могу телепортироваться через карту? Было бы неплохо. Ладно, на всякого не хватит. Вообще игра какая-то крупная слишком. Ну, всем пока. Спасибо, что смотрели.